something that they could eat along the trail or make over the fire. It is called Bannock, all right? It is spelled B-A-N-N-O-C-K, in case you were wondering what it was. Now, it is very easy. It is for celebrating Canada, like I said. You will only need all of these ingredients here. Oh, we are very lucky because I am a time traveler and all of these things are here on the trail. You might have had it all inside your pack, right? So today you will need 2 cups of flour. So I'm going to put everything in this big bowl. 2 cups of flour. Now on the trail, we're not going to get very picky about measuring exactly. If you are at home in your kitchen, maybe. But if you are on the trail and you are camping somewhere in the woods, you will not care so much. You might not bring such a fancy schmancy bowl. So you will have 2 cups of flour. Put it right in there. There, that is close enough for me. All right, now, and then you will need 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. Now this was probably not, it was a very rare to have, but baking powder was something that might have been on. All right, so you have 2 teaspoons. I'm kind of leveling it off right here, as you can see. So 1, 2, 2, all right. Now, and then a half a teaspoon of salt, and I am just going to eye it up. All right, you can take your teaspoon and measure it out. I'm going to just kind of look there, right? On the trail, you will not be so particular, and you throw it right in, right? You need some salt, and then you need a tablespoon of this very precious olive oil, right? Or you can use the vegetable oil. I prefer this olive oil. Oh, it has fallen. There's the cover. We will get it. All right, a tablespoon of that. Now on my measuring cup here, it just says a tablespoon there. I am going to measure that very well. Then we will just pour it in, all right? Now, so something that I did not do, but is a very good tip for this, is you could like whisk the dry ingredients all together first and then add in your other ingredients. So we've already put the olive oil in there, and then we are going to need a 3/4 cup of water. This is 1/4 of a cup. So when we count, 2, 1, 2, 3. There it is. It is in there, and that is all we will need. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to stir that together with a fork. Stir it in with a fork. And this bread, the dough will be kind of lumpy. You do not want it to be like when you are kneading a loaf of bread and you're waiting for it to rise. This does not have yeast in it, and it will be lumpy. You want it to be that way. All right? And then you will take, after you've done that with a fork, it looks kind of crumbly like that. And then you will take your hands and form it together. And you will put it on a floured surface. So take some flour, put it over a cutting board like that, right? All around. Take this, and you will knead it like 10 times, right? 10 times, maybe even 5. You do not want it to be too lumpy or too smooth. You want it to be lumpy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't want to keep moving it and moving it around. You want it to be like this. And hold it together. There's some more in the bowl, so we will add that. You just want it to be forming so it can make a big giant ball. Ooh. And the next thing that you are going to do is you can let that rest for just a minute, right? Then we are going to divide this, and the dough should be kind of sticky. So if it is not very sticky, I'm going to just add a little bit of water to make it a little sticky. That is how you will know if you have too much flour, not enough water. It should be a sticky dough. Oh, now it is sticking. See? All right. And then you will take it and form it into 5 balls. Like this. As you can see, it is very sticky now. In the middle, it is what you want. And it will come apart a little bit. That is okay. I'm making my balls a little big, but it'll be okay. All right. So you make it like that. I will even make this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Make them even balls. You can look and see. Yes, 5. All right. And then you take and pat them together like this in your hand. And then we are going to be ready to cook them. While we are waiting for the oil to get hot upon here, I will tell you a little bit about the history of Bannock. It was originally brought to North America by Scottish traders, all right, explorers. The people who already lived here, mainly the Métis up in Canada, right, they adopted Bannock as one of their staples of eating, right? And as a result, today, many people have this. The people who are camping have it as a meal, especially in Western Canada. It is they have it as a meal when they are camping, or for breakfast. It makes a good thing. You can have it after you've made it along the trail. You can have it with honey. You can have it with homemade bread. It is easy to do when you're camping. If you're not so adventurous as to go out somewhere to camp, you can use your own backyard. You can do this in your own backyard. Make sure that you have adult supervision with you when you are doing the cooking. The splattering can be very hot. So what I have here is I have covered the bottom of a frying pan in oil, just enough to cover the bottom. And when it is hot, then you will take this and swoosh it down with the ball of your hand and put it in the oil, like so. And see if it is hot enough. Maybe I will try just the one, and we'll see if it is hot enough. Put it in just so, and make sure that it is golden brown on one side, and then you flip it over, and you check the inside if it is done. Okay, so I have cooked one in there. I have put one of them in between my palms, and I put it in the oil. You might discover that the little less oil than I have used, but inside you break it apart. It is nice and steamy, and you have beautiful bannock. Bonjour, happy eating.